Welcome back to Low Stress Math with Mrs. Bono. We are in Unit 6, Solving Systems of Equations, Lesson 5, Solving by Elimination. And I just want you to grab your highlighter for a minute, and we're going to go over the note at the top of this page together. All right. You are already developing useful strategies for solving simple linear equations. You know, like 3x plus 5 is 10. You know that you can add or subtract the same quantity on both sides, and it preserves equality. This is true for multiplication or division. In other words, you can add, subtract, multiply, and divide, and as long as you do it to both sides of the equation still has the same answer. That idea is called the properties of equality. And it can help you develop another method for solving linear equations. This method involves combining separate linear equations through adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing into one equation with only one variable. So what you're going to do is combine separate linear equations into one equation with one variable. Now grab a pen and put a box around properties of equality. This is an absolute key concept in algebra, the properties of equality. Because if you can do it to one side, you can do it to the other, and it keeps it equal. The same answer on both, no matter what you do, as long as you do it to both sides of the equation, you are going to have the same answers. All right, so I divided my page up, and I'm putting some highlight on here because you know I like my answers to be highlighted, but I also know that I need to let my highlighter dry. Okay, so here's the new, now I didn't teach this to you before because this, in my opinion, is the easiest way to do it. And if I taught you this first, you wouldn't have done it the other way. But here's how this works. First, you're looking for the same variable and opposite signs. So I have y over y, one is positive, one is negative. And what I'm going to do is combine these two equations by adding them, and the y will disappear. Now I'm going to show you. First, write the coefficients when you rewrite the problem. So this is 1x plus 1y equals 3, and 1x minus 1y equals negative 9. Okay, I am going to add these two. 1x plus 1x, well, that's 2x. And here's the important part. 1y and negative 1y add up to 0. So that disappears from the equation. And that's going to be equal to 3 minus 9, negative 6. So now I've eliminated a variable. That's why I call it elimination. Other people call it combination or addition, but to me, it's eliminating a variable, so I call it elimination. Now, look at that. Just 2 x's. I got to divide by 2. 2 divided by 2, 1x, negative 6 divided by 2, negative 3. Like I said, easy peasy. Now I'm going to have to put this negative 3 into one of the equations to, figure it out. So I'm going to start with this top equation, x plus y equals 3. Negative 3 plus y equals 3. The opposite of negative 3 is to add 3. But remember, got to do it to both sides. Negative 3 and positive 3, 0. Y comes down by itself. 3 plus 3 is 6. So now I know x is negative 3, y is 6. Goes in my highlight, negative 3, 6. Okay, try the next problem with me. Now look, this one has coefficients, but it has the same coefficient with the same variable and opposite signs. You know what that means? That means when I add them together, the x is going to disappear from this equation. So let's try that. 2x minus 4y equals 10, negative 2x plus 6y equals negative 4. Now I'm going to add these two together. Well, positive 2 and negative 2, that's 0. That disappears. Negative 4 plus 6, 2y equals 10 minus 4, 6. So now I just have to divide by 2, and I have y equals 3. Now be careful, because I found y first. You know what that means. I gotta think before I put the answer down. All right, go back. Again, I'm gonna pick the top equation just because I'm used to doing that. And it doesn't matter if you pick the bottom equation, you still get the same answer. It's just, whatever. So 2x minus 4 times 3 equals 10. Let's see, what's 4 times 3? 12. Okay, 2x minus 12 equals 10. Add 12 to both sides. So remember, whatever you do to one side, you got to do to the other. This becomes 0. 2x equals 22. Divide by 2. Don't write so big, Bono. X equals 11. But remember, the 11 has to go first, because it's x, then y. So it's 11 comma 3. Be careful. Be more careful than me, because me is a mess. All right, so try A and B. This is the try it part. And I'd like to give you a minute to do that. So I'll wait for you to come back. Did you try the problems? If you didn't try them, then you should stop the video and try them. Because the only way to learn math is to do math. All right, this problem looks a lot like number 2. So I'm going to do it the same way. I have here 2x plus, now that y is by herself, so it's 1y equals 3, and negative 2x plus 1y equals 1. And I am going to add these two together. Positive 2 minus 2, there's the 0. 1 plus 1, 2y equals 3 plus 1, 4. Now I only have one variable. Divide by 2, divide by 2, y equals 2. Ba, 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 ba. Now I got to go back and get an x. Again, I'm just going to use the top equation. 2x plus 1y equals 3. 2x plus 2 equals 3. 2x, oh, I don't know what you're writing there, Bono. You're just going all crazy with your x's. All my x's, no, they don't. Shush. Here we go. Minus 2 from both sides. And you get 2x equals 1. Oh my goodness. Do you see it? I see it. It's going to be a fraction. That's okay, though. We're good with fractions. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. Cancels. X equals 1/2. I know, but it's true. I already double checked it. So it's x is 1/2, y is 2. So up here in the parentheses, 1/2, comma, 2. Next one. So evil I am giving you these hard problems. All right, rewrite it, and this is like the first one. You have to put the ones in because I didn't give you coefficients. So 1x plus 1y equals 30. 1x minus 1y equals 6. Now I'm going to add those together. 1 plus 1 is 2x. 1 minus 1 is 0. And 30 plus 6, 36. Divide both sides by 2. And x equals 18. Da, 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 da. All right. Now, up here, I'm going to fill it in. Again, I'm just going to keep using the top equation because it's right here. X plus y equals 30. 18 plus y equals 30, minus 18 from both sides, and y equals 12. Da, da, da. X is 18, y is 12, 18, comma 12. Make sure you put it in XY order, and that was nice. All right, on the next side, we need a little note up on the top, and I'm gonna write it in red so that you don't forget it. Here we go, all the way up on the top. Here. Multiply by -1 to change the sign of a number. But you multiply every expression, no, not expression, term, every term by -1. What do I mean by that? Why am I writing that? All right, so to multiply by -1 to change the sign of a number, but you have to multiply every term by -1. So why would I want to do that? Well, let's look at this first one. It has -7y and -7y. I'd like to combine those two to eliminate the y, but I can't because they're both negative, and it would be -14y. But if I go back and I multiply the second one of these equations by -1, I would change all the signs, and then I could combine them. So I'm just going to rewrite that first one, this one, 6x minus 7y equals -4, and I'm going to multiply the whole second expression by -1. Negative times negative, positive 4x. Negative times negative, positive 7y. Negative times, positive, -26. So I just went along and I changed all my signs by multiplying times -1. And now look, if I add those together, 6 plus 4 is 10x, and -7 and +7 becomes 0. -4 plus -26 is -30. Divide by 10, and you get x equals, I'm off the page. There we go, -3. Put a little box around it because that's the answer I wanted. All right, oh dear, I forgot to highlight. Now I'm gonna go highlighting things because, you know, I like to write the answer in some highlight so that I have, what do I want? I'm highlighting it so that it separates things, but also it makes it easier for me to see the answers. So now I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna take that first problem, 6x minus 7y equals -4. 6 times -3 minus 7y equals -4. 6 times -3 is -18 minus 7y, -4. I'm going to add 18 to both sides and get -7y equals +14, because -4 plus 18 is 14. Divide by -7, and I get y equals -2. All right, now I have x is -3, y is -2, up here, -3, comma, -2. All right, next problem. Now I'd like to combine these and get rid of the x, but they're both positive x. So you know the trick now, right? I'm going to multiply this whole second equation times -1. Keep the first one. 1x plus 3y equals 9. Negative times positive is -1x. You didn't write it in red, Bono. This is all supposed to be in red. Now, negative times negative is positive 2y equals negative times negative, positive 6. So I'm just going to go through there and change all the signs. Multiplying by -1 doesn't make it negative. It just changes to the opposite sign. So let's see. 1 minus 1, 0. 3 plus 2, 5y. 9 plus 6, 15. Divide by 5, divide by 5, and you get y equals 3. Boop, 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 boop. Remember, we're going to be careful when we write it down, right? So now, again, first equation, x plus 3y equals 9. X plus 3 times 3 equals 9. 3 times 3 is 9, so x plus 9 equals 9. You already know what x is, don't you? Yeah, you do. Minus 9 on both sides, and x equals 0. Okay, now I have to put them in the right order. 0, 3. 0, 3. All right, I want you to try the next two problems on your own. Try it. I'm turning the video off. I'm not even going to do them. They'll be on another video. So you do those two problems on your own. Good luck.